Threescore and several years ago, a person was brought forward. That person would be me. It was with the idea that all things are not equal. It was with the idea that not everyone is a winner. It was with the idea that not everyone is a loser. And the best that we can hope for is to die in our sleep. With these truths being self-evident, I have a daydream. That daydream is to lead this nation, nay, this world, into a glorious future of mediocrity. A world where every household will have an endless supply of toilet paper, and where all of our Australian brothers and sisters will never be considered below us, even though they are down under. A world where our Canadian allies will never have to say, "I'm sorry," just for being Canadian, or to be ridiculed for not knowing that their bacon is just round ham. A world where the British, will never have to be reminded that they had to ask the Yanks, the Canucks, the Aussies, and the Kiwis to bail them out of not one, but two world wars. A world where the French will never have to speak French again, so that everyone can understand them when they say, "We don't surrender," and they can fight for their own freedom. I am Lloyd Mendenhall, the Grumpy Blogger, and I am running for president in 2020. And I approve this message. Turn on my mic. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show tonight. I'm got a lot of the regular people coming in, and there's word of warning. Julie's listening, so I got to be nice tonight. So, anyways, yeah, Ronald Grump, thank you. So what I'm going to do is something I don't always do, but I've got some really interesting news. We actually covered a subject like this, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and I do apologize for not having a show last week, but we didn't get home till like 7:30 Monday night, so uh, I don't want to know that Thunderbird's irregular. But first off, let me say hi to everybody. Let's start out with Grant, who was first here. He beat Jody, actually. And hello to Jody. Drone Shots, Artco, Thunderbird 6, Hot Rod in Daytona. Let's see who else we got here. We've got Ken Hoffbauer. We've got Rick Halber. Let's see. I saw Steve Mack. And I thought I saw Agent K. Steve Carpenter. Hello, Steve. And I'm sure I saw Agent K. There you are. Grumpy is king. That's right. Okay. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this news story. This actually happened, and it's a very unique story. So let me just start out with that. This is in Poto, Oklahoma, which is down in the southeast corner of Oklahoma, a place called Little Dixie. Okay. 2 men accused Wednesday, October 15th, in a criminal charge of performing an illegal gender reassignment surgery on a volunteer at their cabin in the woods, and then keeping the body parts in a freezer, possibly to eat later. Bob Lee Allen, 53, and Thomas Evans Gates, 42, were arrested on October 15th after going to the hospital in McAllister to try and visit the victim. LaFleur County Sheriff Rodney Derryberry said Tuesday, and I'm not making that up. That's his real name. I can't say it's cult activity, the sheriff told reporters. It's something that we have never in my career run across in this part of the country. It's borderline some type of activity. We know there's a lot of rumors out there, but at this time, there is no danger to the public. The 28-year-old victim had flown from Virginia to Dallas and then was driven to the cabin in southwest Oklahoma for the surgery, a sheriff's deputy reported in a court affidavit. The victim has made contact with Allen through a website while searching online. Allen would be this guy. while searching online about castration and related terms. The website requires a registration to access. In a registration box is a welcome note from, I kid you not, guys, the Unique Maker and the EM crew. The victim reported Al claimed to have 15 years of experience and that he videos the procedure for personal use, according to the affidavit. The victim also reported Allen told him that the surgery wouldn't cost him anything. I guess they call it takeout. Anyways, the victim told investigators that Allen performed the removal October 12th on a covered makeshift table in the residence, and that Gates, the guy pictured here, Gates, this guy here, helped by handing over the surgical equipment, according to the affidavit. The victim said he was awake for the 2-hour surgery after being injected in the needed areas. The victim stated that after the surgery was over, that Allen said that he was going to consume the parts and laughed and said he was a cannibal, according to the affidavit. The victim also said that Allen then talked about the time he worked on someone that he described to be crazy and that he left the male open to die overnight. The victim further stated that Allen had 6 more clients on the way to have the same operation, and that Allen informed him that he had a freezer with body parts and showed him pictures on his phone. The victim took him to the hospital the next day because he had a lot of bleeding after first telling him, no morgue, no ER. He said Allen told him if he passed out or died, he would dump him in the woods, according to the affidavit. He said Allen instructed him to say he'd done it himself once they arrived at the hospital. He told medical personnel that the 2 men tried to get him to participate in cannibalism, according to the affidavit. Sheriff investigators became involved October 14th after the hospital reported the surgery. In search of the cabin October 15th, investigators found a plastic bag with what appeared to be testicles in a deep freeze in a bedroom. Allen and Gates, this is Allen and this is Gates. Allen and Gates were charged in Lafleur County District Court. In the castration, they faced felony counts of conspiracy to commit unlicensed surgery, performing unlicensed surgery, maiming, and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. They also face a misdemeanor count for failure to bury the removed body parts. Yes. So, anyways, that is a true story. I actually saw it first on Fox News. And I just like, oh my God, this can't be real, So I'm going to bring in my alternate co-host because it seems nobody else has showed up yet. So I will go ahead and bring them in, and let's welcome Artco. It's hard to follow up that story, but here you go, Art. Hey. Yeah, I know, right?
Oh boy, those guys were nuts.
It puts.
Oh man.
What is Rick saying? So he's saying sorry, Lloyd.
Sorry, Lloyd.
Yeah, he may have to. Some of these guys, yeah. It's definitely was a strange story, and I found it. The reason I found it funny, or the reason I even read it, is because a couple of weeks ago we were talking about Rocky Mountain oysters and calf fries. I just know that I will never participate or join. Yeah, I will never go to Lafleur County for their calf fry festival. Yeah. Not after that. Yeah, I just no, thank you. Oh, don't worry about bad comments. There was some. At this point, I knew this was going to. I'd sent out the links to a couple other people.
Where sausages came from.
Yeah. I mean, first off, who in the hell looks online for an online castrator and then goes to somebody named the Unique Maker? I mean, what is... I don't know which is worse, that it happened in Oklahoma or some guy from Virginia flew there to do it, to have it done. It's like, and it's to the point now that, and I'm sorry I'm not keeping up with the chat right at the moment, but yeah, it's to that point. Matter of fact, I need to put this over on live chat. Don't forget to put it on live chat if you guys
Put it
want to
on
pull
live
us out.
chat. Yep.
Yeah, put that out of the way. Put this over here where I can see it a little better. But yeah, that was like one of those. I saw it on Fox News first. I'm going. It said something about two Oklahomans arrested, and I'm like, and I started looking at it, and then I saw down at the bottom it said where the original story came from.
Oh.
And
well, you should have had the appropriate banjo music while you read that.
I thought about putting that on there because,
Yeah.
I mean, why the hell would you go to somebody who has a cabin in the woods, you know?
What were those guys' named? Allen and Gage?
You know, yeah, Gates and Allen is their last name.
Gates and Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on down to our cabin.
I mean, look at this guy. I mean, this was the main surgeon right there. Look at that
obvious.
evil grin.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and he's only like about 5'9". This other guy's like almost 6 foot tall. He's a little over 6 foot, but that guy right there is like, he's the ringleader. Mm-hmm. And I did forget one part. Whoops, where am I at? Here we go. Get the right one here. Let me see if I can find it. At the end, it says there's, let's see. They also, one felony misdemeanor drug-related counts based on search of the residence. Their address in Oklahoma is listed in Worcester, but they have an address in Texas. In a bankruptcy filing, Allen, this guy here.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
short
Allen.
guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's Allen. The other one's Gates. Allen reports he ties $267 a month to the Oratory of Mystical Sacraments. Yeah. I forgot. I didn't have that part on my story. I didn't get it all copied over, but the Oratory of Mystical Sacraments. Yes, sir. That's
Did one of them ever say, "You got a pretty mouth"?
I don't know. All I know is I will never go to that part of Oklahoma again if I can keep from it. You know.
Yeah, they put the hill in Billy.
Yeah, they do. I told my son, of course, you guys know he's a police officer, and he says, "Yep, that's where all the hillbillies live." Mm-hmm. And it's an area that's actually called, I don't know where Mel is at. I sent him a link, and I sent one to Jim Boyd as well. And Chris, I think, is in ball games. He's watching ball games tonight. So, but he's in the chat. So,
yeah.
Hello to Chris Hope.
Chris is in the chat.
Yeah. So if anybody would like to join us, just let me know.
Yeah. Send one to Steve Carpenter. I'm sure he.
Yeah, I will. Now, I sent one to Jim Boyd. And he said he was going to be here. He must have forgot. Where is that? Where the hell's the link? How do I send a link? Have you got a copy of the link?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wait a minute. I know where I can get it. I can get it. Let's see. Copy link. Let's go to, if I can find Steve on here. Do it this way.
Okay.
There we go. So if Steve, if you want to come in, I think I just sent you that's the wrong link. Yeah, there we go. All right. That should take you to it. And
Angela is in the chat. Lost Girl Heights.
Okay. She missed it. Yeah. Angela, you never know what you're going to get on this show. I don't know if you caught the news or not, but
you'll have to watch the replay.
You'll have to watch the replay if you didn't. But welcome. And Ray Kelly, welcome. That, it was like, I read that and I read it again and I thought, no. And then I saw the pictures of that guy and I'm going, yep, that. But then when I read, And I've actually got a copy of. I'll put a link up to it of the. Oh, there's Mr. Steve right there, and let me bring him in. There we go. Hey,
All
Steve.
right.
Good evening,
Hey,
gentlemen.
Steve.
Good evening. So, so what did you think of my leadoff news story?
That was one for the record books, is all I can say.
You'll only get it here, you know.
I mean, we have some pretty screwed up people here in California, but you know what?
Yeah. And they're in government.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
At least we know where to find them real quickly. Go to downtown, go to Hollywood, or go
Yeah.
up to Sacramento, and you'll find
Yeah,
them all.
Thunderbird 6 said that they have to have something to eat with their spaghetti. Yeah.
Ooh,
It's
yeah.
a whole new twist on meatballs, don't it?
Yeah, meatballs and Italian sausage.
And the worst part about it is that's what we're having for dinner. Meatballs and spaghetti.
Yeah. It's like, I just read that. And I will, an update from that story is I heard on the radio the other day that they have now brought the FBI in because this has a lot to do with interstate commerce or, you know,
Yeah.
the post office, if they'd done it like the old fashioned way of mail, the post office would have brought in, but because it was done through the web and through email, they brought in the FBI. So
But was he covered by Obamacare?
he probably was. Well, they said it was free. I think they were just needing to freshen up their dinner.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've said in news reports and stuff that it was full of testicles. The freezer was.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
I'm just going. Are you kidding me? Judy's just Judy's laughing because she's watching the stream too. So I'm going to bring this over here. So let me get this over here. So it looks like I'm talking with you guys, but
okay.
yeah, I saw that and I thought, okay, I have got to set that up. So I downloaded the pictures and that actually came out of the Oklahoman. So
Okay.
which was one of our sometime. Oh, Judy says hi to everybody.
Hi, Judy.
Yeah, I got her over here where I can listen. So she said she wanted to watch the show tonight. So I thought, well, I sent the link to Jim Boyd,
And she's
but
probably
obviously,
jumped in.
oh, sorry. I'm sorry, I'm watching.
what?
Jim
She's
just
probably
jumped in.
saying, oh, God, I made a mistake.
Yeah, he's probably thinking I don't want part of. Well, I think what struck me as funny is because, and Judy Thunderbird 6 says, well, you can probably read it there, but it says, hello, Miss Judy. Anyways, what struck me is a couple weeks ago on our show, we got to talking about, you know, lamb fries, calf fries, Rocky Mountain oysters. And it was then about 3 or 4 days later that this story popped up. So I've been sitting on this story for a week or two, waiting to, you know, of course, I was going to do it last Monday, but I didn't have the show for obvious reasons because I wasn't here.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, I just had to, and it was one of those I just couldn't pass up, you know, okay? My show gets weird, so let's have some weird news.
Yeah.
So, Art, how's it going with you today?
It's flipping cold here.
Yeah, it is
We
here
had
too.
some
Not as
snow last night, and we reached a high of 17 degrees.
Whew.
oh,
And we're
I don't
supposed
feel so
to get
bad.
down to 0 tonight.
Well, we reached a high of 38, and we're supposed to get down to 33. So we could have little, and it's been raining all day. It's
Uh,
you know, so if it gets lower than about 28, like down to about 20 degrees, we get freezing rain usually.
Oh, that's not
Uh,
good.
Our snow range is between 33 and 27.
Mhm.
But it gets below that, we'll either get freezing rain or we won't get anything. It just dries out. So,
mm.
but that reminds me, you guys are familiar with Streamlabs, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, now I want to ask you, is this in 720? Is StreamYards in 720 or is it in 1080?
720.
Okay. Streamlabs has started their own version of this, and it's free, and it broadcasts in 1080.
Wow.
I think it's called Ren or Win, WEN or something like that. I just saw it today on YouTube. One of the guys was talking about, and it's very, very similar to this, and it's free.
Oh.
You know, I don't know what the restrictions on how many you can have, but if you go to Streamlabs and click under products, you'll see it there. And
Oh, okay.
so it would be something
Cool.
to check into for anybody that wants to make sure they broadcast in 1080.
Okay.
Question for you. A question for you, Lloyd.
What?
Two things. It's strictly on their stream, so if you're less than 1,000, you'll be able to get out.
Oh yeah, it's just another web-based,
Yeah.
just like this. It's identical to this.
Okay. And
except-
then, go ahead.
And you can use whatever you want as your broadcast, as far as I know. You don't have to use Streamlabs. It's strictly a web-based, which the reason I use this, it takes all the weight off of my system. Because
Right.
the only thing I'm doing is broadcasting just myself to StreamYards.
Right.
And it's the same way with the Streamlabs. Welcome, Jim from Help at Home. But
Hi,
yeah,
Jim.
Hey, Jim.
let me see if I can find it real quick and give a
The
link.
question, is there a limitation, or is it just like OBS where it's unlimited use?
As far as I know, it's unlimited use.
Uh-huh.
Let me see if I can find. Let me go to streamlabs.com. You go up on products. And it's called Melon. And yeah, you just click on it. And they give you a little here. I'll even put that in there. So for anybody who wants to play around with it, go check it.
Okay.
There it is right
Okay.
there. Try Melon free. Now, no credit card or trial required.
Wow.
Let's see if they do have a thing for pricing. 4 hours a month streaming. Okay. Up to one guest. Okay. So never mind. It's not even, close. So,
Yeah.
but for
Oh, okay.
$15 a month, you get unlimited streaming, up to 6 guests, unlimited brand customization of watermark, full HD. The only difference between this and StreamYards is, I think StreamYards is 20 a month. This is 15.
Yeah.
But if you pay for StreamYards, you can get up to 10 guests on here. So, there we go. I see it.
The paid version of
Hey, Jim.
StreamYards.
Yeah.
Hello, Jim. They will be going, as the basic plan. They will be providing 1080 coming up right after the first of the year is when they're trying to let it loose. Because it's up and running for the enterprise, people.
Right. That's for the enterprise is the highest end.
Right.
And I'm on the medium.
More money, more money, more money.
Yeah, that's it.
Show me the money.
Yeah.
So Jim, what did you think of my news story? Did you hear that?
No, I'm sorry. I was busy.
Oh.
You know what?
See how you are?
No. I had your page open and I put I hit reminder on and it
Right.
said four waiting. So I'm looking at the clock and I'm saying, Jesus, it's 8:04. Shouldn't he be on already? So I was, playing with DaVinci Resolve, but I didn't get the reminder that you came
Right.
on.
Yeah.
So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
Well, that's easy. When you said DaVinci Resolve, we already knew because that means everything in your life is completely and gone.
Shambles.
Tunnel
In
vision.
shambles.
Yeah, tunnel vision, exactly. Yeah. Well, in case you didn't hear it, I'm going to put this picture. this gentleman right here and this gentleman right here, and I do use those terms loosely. The first guy apparently is a surgeon. He has a website and a group that he calls the Unique Maker.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, he and the other gentleman, that's why they're mugshots, because they've been arrested. Some guy flew from Virginia after meeting them in the Unique Maker website. He wanted a gender reassignment. So he went to the Unique Maker and had the surgery performed. Now, this is down in southeastern Oklahoma where the hillbillies live.
Thank you.
It was in a cabin in the woods.
Sure.
Oh yeah, it's got to be a cabin
you know,
in the woods.
Of course.
Sterile
And of course,
environment.
this guy apparently was the nurse because he handed the scalpels and tools to the other guy.
And don't he look friendly?
Yes, doesn't he though? I mean, they both do.
He probably.
The thing is,
Here you go, doctor.
he said he was saving the parts because he was going to have them later to eat.
Oh.
Yeah,
See,
he says he's
too
a
much
cannibal.
information.
He's a cannibal. Not only that, after the guy almost died from bleeding to death, while he's working on this guy, he says, yeah, I had a guy come in who was
Now
crazy.
show me on
and
the
I just,
Ken doll. Where did
he says, I had this one guy come in and he was crazy, so I just let him bleed out and die.
He was crazy.
I'd like to know what his measurement for craziness was, but this guy. So the next day, the guy's still bleeding pretty bad, and he takes him and he asked this guy, "Would you like to? I've got a freezer full of parts there. We can cook some up. Would you like to? No, thank you, but no, thank you." Showed him on the phone. So he finally takes the guy after he's threatened. He says, "No morgue, no ER." But the next day, he ends up taking him. The reason they got arrested is because they came back to check on their friend, to see how he was doing. That's when the police arrested him. I've got a link to all the story I can link up here, but in the search warrant, I read the search warrant, the probable cause warrant, all this stuff, affidavits, and it's just like going, oh my God.
The list could be about this long. I mean,
Yeah.
where do you start practicing?
But well, that's what he's getting. That's what he got arrested for. Conspiracy to commit a felony by performing a surgery without a license, maiming, assault, battery with a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
And of course, they're getting charged with a misdemeanor of not disposing of body parts properly.
Well, you can ask Gray Kelly or your son.
Yeah,
There's a laundry list of crap.
This is just the stuff.
Disposing of the hazardous material in an improper way. I mean,
that's a misdemeanor. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
The reason,
just keep
Jim,
going.
But
this
the thing
all
was,
done
Jim.
under local anesthesia.
Yeah, the guy was awake for a 2-hour surgery.
Yeah.
Not only that, they found a freezer full of bagged testicles.
So, he's been doing this for a while.
He's been doing it for 15 years, and he had 6 other clients lined up, waiting to have this done. And his website's the Unique Maker. I mean, and he's been saving the testicles to
I would say only in America, but I'm sure this is going on in the backwoods of Russia too.
I'm sure glad I know where the meatballs I'm having for dinner tonight were made after this story.
First off, I was going through Fox News one day last week, and this was after we had the discussion about lamb fries and calf fries, Rocky Mountain oysters. The next week, this around the 15th or 16th, this story pops up on Fox News, and it said Oklahomans arrested for cannibalism. I'm going, what? Why the hell are we on Fox News? That's a bad joke. And I started reading it. So then I started researching it. I found the original article. Then I started reading all the court documents and it's like, oh my God. And I thought that would be a great story after. I will not be going Pilgrim's Fried Meatballs, Lost Girl writes up. I will not be going to LaFleur County's Calf Fry Festival this year. I just don't want to take the chance because we don't know where those calf fries may have came from.
That's right.
Yeah, that was. I'm just going. Oh my God!
Was the doctor Jewish? Maybe he was doing a. Maybe he was.
I don't think so. No, he was just because it said he belonged to the oratory of the mystical arts.
Yeah, I like the oratory part.
Yeah,
I watched as my son got circumcised, and I was like, they don't cry much when this gets done because, they pinch off that part. They don't feel it or anything. Well, did you just look at it and just say, ow?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, I don't even want to think about it. But but this guy's been doing, they found a freezer full of testicles.
Can you imagine? I mean, local anesthesia. Why would you want to be awake for that, number one?
Yeah.
That was the discount plan. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
He couldn't afford the premium plan.
In all fairness to this guy here,
$16.99 a month.
In all fairness, this guy here, he doesn't charge for his service.
Is that because he's trying to avoid the law?
He just offers.
Oh,
he's got on.
He wanted to avoid the mandate. Yeah.
What's stupid though is, he drops a guy off at the ER, and tells him, "You say you did it yourself."
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I believe that.
But he tells him straight up, this guy tried to, because while he's cutting them off, just as he's finishing up, he says, I'm going to save these because I'm going to eat them tonight. Would you like to try some? Oh, are you kidding? And so they've got to find, I'm sure they're looking for bodies down there because that is part of the hillbilly countryside. It's an area called Little Dixie. So it's banjo music, the whole thing down there,
I mean, if he'll do that, he has no line in the sand,
Yeah. Well, as of, I think 3 days ago, I heard on the news, I think it was Friday. Yeah, on the news Friday, they said the FBI has been called in. So, there's interstate commerce to perform illegal surgeries. Oh my God, it's just.
Oh, that's right. Because he had a website.
Yes. Yeah.
That's immediately FBI.
Yeah. But it's like,
Hey, Lloyd.
Yeah.
I have some good news.
What's that?
Some real good news.
What's that?
Okay.
Amy Coney Barrett is going to be one of your new Supreme Court justice. She was voted in.
Excellent. Woohoo! No, she didn't get confirmed today.
She got confirmed. Breaking news. When I lifted my watch up, the thing came in. The news was coming.
Yeah,
across.
I hadn't even got the update.
I don't know anything about her. On a serious note, is that a good thing?
It is an excellent thing. She's one of the. She's got to be one. Well, she was the most intelligent person up there in the hearings.
That was the best meme when she held up and said, one of the Republican senators asked her,
"Yeah,
what do you have for notes or anything? Or what do you have on your desk?" And she goes,
she holds up
this notepad, and she holds the notepad up. Go ahead.
Notepad, and it was blank. And she says, he goes, "Does it say anything on it?" She says, "Yeah, the Senate of the United States."
She
and he prefaced it by saying, "We're using our iPads, we're using our tablets, computers to ask all this questions."
Right?
She answered every question out of her memory.
Mine.
Case files. I mean,
She was a clerk for
Scalia.
Yeah.
And she's also a law professor at Notre Dame.
Plus, she's also and this is one of the things they try to get her on. They can't ask her to, quote something. What is your opinion on this? She says, as a judge, as a sitting judge, I cannot answer these questions that are current court. And she was right. They thought she was trying to, stonewall him, but she wasn't. She is an appellate court judge, or she was until today. Now she's a Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, and I wouldn't answer any of that during the hearing anyway. That's not what I'm here for. You're here to vet me. My KSAs, knowledge, skills, and abilities. Other than that, it shouldn't make a damn difference.
Even one of the Democrats said, he says, if this were any other time but an election year, this would not be a problem. He says, this is about us because it's an election. It's not about you. It's about us and who we are. Who was that? Was it I think he was from South Carolina.
I don't remember
Senator,
who said it.
But yeah, I remember
which exactly what you said, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Uh-oh.
You're froze up, Jim. Not Jim.
Steve.
Steve.
No.
Steve was froze up.
You still?
Was?
Yeah.
Still are.
Yeah, you still are.
Yep.
You got that shit-eating grin.
Steve.
At least you got a good grin on your face. There you go. Oh, even better. Well, you unfroze for a minute.
This froze too.
Okay, yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, but
where am I at? I'm at the Nevada test site, for Christ's sakes. What are you doing to me, Lloyd?
Well,
you're nuking me.
Hey, it works for me. That's why I've got such a glowing personality.
I helped you with that. That worked right in.
Hey, did you know they've got tours to the Sedan crater out there?
Oh, really?
That's where they did the underground nuke and made that huge crater.
Yeah.
You can actually go there now.
Why would you want to?
I don't.
Because it's a big darn hole in the ground. We
has a lot of
blew the
glowy
crap
stuff
out of the ground.
Yeah, but how long does radioactivity last in the ground?
Well,
it's like forever,
when it's underground, then it just gets absorbed by the background reading. Now I think
Ron.
Hey,
hey guys.
Ron.
Howdy.
Yeah, we were talking about testicles and nuts being cut off.
That lasts for hundreds of years, that stuff. And you gotta, I don't know if they put an encasement around it. You know how they put liners around everything now?
Yeah.
No, this is, if you look it up online, it was an underground test that was done back in the 50s. And this was, and they just, they periodically do a test to see how much radiation is there, and now it's to a point where it's pretty much like background radiation.
It probably is after all this time.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 40, 50 years. I'll stay away, thank you.
It's more like 60 years, 70. Close.
When it's based on hundreds of years that it's still going to be there, like nuclear waste, I'll stay away.
This was
idiots walking all over Chernobyl.
Look at this comment, guys. I was searching out a chat for searching out for the unlicensed guy, and he got an ad for a self-castration kit.
Oh boy!
Okay.
Ron, I wonder if he sells the manscaping kit as a side hustle.
I knew this show was going to go downhill. That's part of why I invited the guys I did. Because I knew that what it would. Yeah.
Well, you start with that news report. You feel it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I did it, because I knew it was going to be like that. So it was.
As long as you don't bring up that horse jockey.
I don't think Judy needs to see that.
No, Judy don't need to see that.
Now, by the way, guys, Judy is watching, so I'm just letting you know. So she's hearing these comments. So when I get in there, what the hell are they talking about? I'm going to have to look it up.
Our poor friend Adrian got beat up by a horse. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Violated
That was-
by a horse.
Wasn't
Then
that
some.
the same night you got a free pizza that you turned back from?
You know what his name is? When he went to order a pizza? Ron, tell him what happened when you went to order a pizza.
I'd rather leave that one out at the moment.
Okay. All right. They know him as a different name.
Yes.
Sorry.
What?
Hello, Michael Blade, by the way.
My buddy Chris
I meant to
Hope.
put that up. And welcome Legwork and Coast to Coast Drones. Oh, don't forget, what has a huge... I'm doing the Aussie wave here. I got this flies about the size of a horse. Maybe why they're called horse flies.
Yeah,
Anyways,
speaking of horses,
he was attacking me. But don't forget at 8 o'clock, Drone Nation, formerly known as Xeno Nation, will be on. If we're through here, we'll all go join them. If we're not, well, we'll see what happens. But I knew that was going to be a fun story, and I'd get a lot of,
A lot out of it.
yeah, a lot out of it. Yeah, I to get a lot of, because I'm still going. You know, we have a bad enough reputation in Oklahoma with the hillbillies. We don't need those kind of articles making it into national news. And like I said, first place I saw it was Fox News.
I know you're
know?
looking for a discount, but, and let's say you were troubled and you wanted that surgery, you wanted to be a woman. Look at these two guys.
Yeah, I know,
You know what I'm saying?
right? He's the head surgeon.
He looks
I mean,
like
look
Ron, he looks like Ron's pilot.
yeah.
And here's his nurse. Yeah, I
Yeah,
trust
that's
them too.
trustworthy.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah. No, thank you. As soon as I showed that picture of that first guy to Judy, she goes, "That guy is smiling. He's sick. He's got an evil grin."
Guilty. I don't care what it is, he's guilty.
Exactly. Like hearts right there. They're looking. Yeah.
Is this the Oklahoma version of Silence of the Lamb?
No, Silence of the Lamb fries. Yeah. Not Silence of the Lamb, Silence of the Lamb fries.
There you go.
That's so
I'll
odd
never-
that he actually had willing
Chianti
participants.
and
Yeah, but,
yeah.
That somebody would volunteer for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob Casey, for putting that up there. Oh, let me go here real quick. And Judy's in there choking to death. She's laughing so hard.
50 years ago, we had these things called mental hospitals.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm.
And we
now
could thank
there are
the
surgeons.
ACLU for crap like this.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me do a little housekeeping here. Don't forget when I hit 800, I'm going to be giving this away. This is courtesy of Rick Halber. It's sitting over here, never been flown, never even been opened. And it comes with this very nice
Fly
controller.
Sky.
Yeah, Fly Sky, yeah. Also, if you guys wish to have one, there's one of my mugs. People have been putting it up there in the chat for me. And this is the hat that I wear. This is the Grumpy Vlogger hat, and this is what the back of it looks. Whoops, this is the hat. This is the back.
There you go.
There we go. Front. You guys know my routine better than I do. And here's a T-shirt for all of my conservative friends with a logo on the right. And for those, bless their heart, liberals, here is the messed up, wrinkled shirt with the thing on the left, with the logo on the left. So, anyways, you guys want to, wear some silly stuff, or it is a good coffee cup, but it doesn't bounce. That's what happened to mine. So, I knocked it off, and
the shirts are good.
Yeah, the shirts are good. They're pretty good shirts.
Yeah.
And there's a variety of different ones. You can order from the cheap one, it's really lightweight, to a heavier duty T-shirt. And I probably ought to do some
Is
long
that from
sleeve ones.
Teespring?
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Teespring. Yeah.
Because I bought samples from them, and I've my own logo and stuff.
Yeah,
and
right.
They're quality. They're quality shirts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
shirt, it's Teespring.
It's Teespring. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Teespring is great because, it's probably the best, for what it is.
And
I don't have to mess with it. No money out of my pocket to sell.
Yep.
And be honest with you, I don't make it, but I think the most I make on anything is 50 cents. So,
Yep. And speaking of 50 cents, I think you're going to beat them next week.
oh, I've got to show that. The ones for the liberals have a logo in the crotch so they can see it from their head. position.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. And there's Matt. He's our
Hey, Matt.
token millennial.
Yeah.
Millennium. Yeah.
Gotta have one. Jaybird's here. Hey, Jaybird. And let's see. Have I missed anybody else?
Chris Hope, has he been here for a while, or did he just come
Yeah,
out?
no, he's
Yeah.
been here. He's at a ball game, he said. So, Michael Blade is here. Of course,
Yeah.
Captain Ray, Legwork, Jim, Hope at Home. I think I've got everybody. I didn't see Matt until just now. So, Lost Girl. We've got. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button too.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case.
I've done that.
The
Yes, I
thumbs
did.
down. Whatever.
Thumbs down
Easy.
twice. Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
either way.
Yeah, you're gonna hit the thumbs down. Hit it twice.
Mm-hmm.
Make it count.
Yeah, make it count. Yeah. Like when you're voting for Jim and I.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, there we go.
There we go.
And there is my vice presidential candidate right there next to me. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid to take any vote away from Donald.
yeah. Well, if you're going to vote for Biden or you think you just want to throw away your vote,
Right.
by
They come
voting for
home to
Biden?
us.
then vote for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll set you free.
yeah, we'll set you free.
Hey, I've got one that was a good sign because in California they sent everybody a ballot whether you requested it or not,
Right?
and
We got them too.
I mailed it in. I put it in the mail in the mailbox here. It picked up on Monday, Tuesday at 1:17. No, Monday at 1:17 in the afternoon.
Uh-huh.
I got an email confirmation from OC Vote saying they'd received my ballot.
Well, good. I mean, that's at least, yeah.
Apparently, when I go to vote, because I like to go and vote,
Right.
I have to bring that with me because we all got those mailers. You can mail in your vote. I don't trust that crap. Ever since the days of Publishers Clearinghouse, throwing them all in the garbage. You know what I mean? 30, 50.
Right. Yeah.
I want to go and vote and watch it.
Yeah, I will be going to vote too. Oklahoma, you have to request it. And
Now,
but
Ron, which state do you vote in?
Me?
Yeah.
South Dakota.
Can you vote twice because you work in North Dakota? Or
I don't know. I was going to share something with you, Lloyd.
what's that?
Just a quick picture.
Okay.
Send you the share
I don't
request.
care what it is. Just put
Oh,
it in.
there it is. Let's
Hello,
see.
Ron, by the way. Good evening
There it
to
is.
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got
that's
a couple
Hey, that looks good. Though.
of things today that just kind of made me crack up, and this is one of them. Coming up here. When your shadow is having more fun than you.
Let me put that up to full screen. There we go. Yeah.
Oh,
There you
man. Yeah, I've seen that.
go. When your
before,
shadow's
yeah.
having more fun than you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think you saw it because Ron sent it out to all of us.
If I got it, I didn't see it yet.
Yeah.
But
Oh
let's
man.
Yeah.
That was a great one. You know, you got another one, Ron?
No, there was actually one. I got a couple different things today. Were just cracking me up. One of them was it was a picture of what's the word I want to look for? A thing you leave at a hotel. You know, you leave your
Okay.
comments and whatnot.
The hell is that coming in at?
So,
Yeah. Hang on. Oops, something went wrong.
who are you talking
Yeah.
to, Lloyd?
I'm talking to Judy.
Oh.
Let me step back for a minute and go get my phone because Mel just tried to call. So I'm going to put this on for me. And I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, Ron. What were you saying,
All right.
Ron?
Let's talk
There was
about
this
Lloyd.
picture of like a comment thing you leave at a hotel. Say, hey, I like things, I didn't like things, whatever. This couple left a comment thing that basically said they complained about. It was in Yellowstone National Park, and they complained about that they did not see any bears. And, they left, and I mean, the stupidity of some people, but they basically said, next time we would appreciate it if you would train your bears better so that we could see them. We paid a lot of money to come on this trip and not see any bears.
Holy Christ. And that's the problem. There are actual people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's dumb people like that.
Yeah. And we didn't see any fluffy cows.
All right. Well, give her our best.
They ran a CT scan and stuff, and we're waiting on all the results.
Okay. All right. Well, I knew when you didn't join, it had to be something like that. So, all right. Well, sorry I missed your call, but I left my phone in the other room. But, anyways, so guys, in case you didn't hear, Mel's at the ER with Tammy, and she got numbness on her side again. On the same side?
Right on the right side this time.
On the right side. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So,
we'll keep her in our prayers, and
and my phone was dead, so I had to leave it in the car so it could charge.
right.
And I just now got a chance to come outside, waiting on test results now. So
Okay. All right.
I'll
Well.
find out if they're gonna check her in or let her go home.
All righty. Well, text me and let me know how it's going.
Okay,
All right. And
I will.
all right.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're quite welcome. You just take care of her and take care of yourself. Okay.
Yeah, just wanted to let you guys know.
All right. Well, appreciate it. All right. Bye. Well, that's not good.
No.
Well, if you ever have any symptoms, you need to stop denying it and go to the hospital right away, because the first hour is the most critical time for the drugs to take effect.
Yeah.
I talked to Mel yesterday on the phone. He had called me and said, "Hey, she's kind of told me, but not that afraid to air his thing, but she was experiencing some things, and I said, hey, it could be our body gives us warning signs. Some people are lucky where you get that little pain or a little this. Those are the lucky people that get the warning signs. That's your cue to go have it looked at. Some people don't get that warning sign. They just get the full-fledged boom.
Right. And you have to notice it. Like if one of Ron's eyes starts drooping or he can't hold his hands up, those kind of things.
Yep.
You have to do it for them because they won't be able to speak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had that on a job site one time. In fact, it was the superintendent on the site, and there was only a couple of us left. It was late in the afternoon, and he's standing there talking to me, and we were just finishing up. I'm getting ready to take off and go, and all of a sudden, the whole side of his face went limp, started, drooling, mumbling, and everything. I just said, Roy, come on, you're coming with me. I just got him in it, and because I knew he was a Kaiser, had Kaiser insurance, and Kaiser was 3 blocks away. So I got him in the car, just took him in, and boom, got onto the emergency room right then and there.
Excellent.
And then he started coming to in the car. He goes, "Where are we going?" I go, "We're going to the emergency room." We're not taking a chance, man. I'm going to get you there right now when this is happening.
Excellent.
Wow.
Go ahead.
I was just reading what Matt said. Fix my check engine light. I might lose my tranny. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And I've been finding all these damn little stupid little quotes online today. I pissed the girlfriend off. She's kind of short, and so I sent her this thing today, and it said, something about short women. They're like all cute and cuddly until you piss them off, and they're like a chipmunk with rabies.
That's going to hit in about 2 minutes, and Judy's going to hear that. She'll probably say, "Yep, we are." She's like 5'2".
Yeah.
Use caution, Lord.
Yeah, I always do. Caution is the reason I have stayed married as long as I have, because
My sister, one of my sisters was 5'2". I think the other is 5'4", and I don't get that because the 3 boys are all over 6 feet. I'm the shortest one. I'm just
She
6
just laughed.
feet. My brothers are taller than me. I don't know how that works with the women being so short.
Well, yeah, it's my
Same
sister
genes.
was. I think my sister was like 5'1" or 5'2", and yet my brother and I are both about 5'9". Of course, my dad was only like, I think he was 5'6", 5'5". My mother was 5. She was about 5'6", which is kind of tall for a. Now I had friends next door. The shortest of the boys was 6'2". The tallest was 6'6". There's 3 boys and 3 girls. All 3 of the girls were 6 foot tall.
There's your own basketball team.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah. They had 6. There were 6 kids in that family, and all the girls were 6 foot tall when they finally reached maturity. I was like, wow.
Hello, Roosevelt.
Oh, Fly Natural. Glad to see you.
Hey,
I
Roosevelt.
hadn't seen you there.
Well, guys, I got to head out of here. So thank you for having me, and I got to get going.
Okay.
you for
Well,
having me
yeah, it's
on.
getting about that time to start winding up, anyways. So,
Yes.
Steve, I'm glad you came in.
And Jim, Ron,
Steve.
Art, everybody have a good night. Everybody in chat, a good night. And once again, we have a new Supreme Court justice on the bench coming in.
Excellent.
Yep.
Another conservative. So,
You've been busy lately, huh, Steve?
What's that?
You've been busy lately, huh?
Yeah, I've been doing stuff like that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Drawings and everything for job walks coming over here, coming up on Wednesday to start tearing the insides of a part of a commercial building.
oh, okay.
Is that the old bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Hopefully we
yeah.
won't find any more rounds in the walls or anything.
Yeah, that's always helpful. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Have a
You
good
take care,
night.
Steve. Thanks for coming
Good
in.
night, everybody.
Take
Bye-bye.
care, Steve. Good to see you.
We got Robert Glazier.
Yeah.
Steve
Metro
Mack,
Drones is here.
Thunderbird 6.
Yeah.
Agent K was here.
Yeah. We got Lost Girl
Bill,
Hikes. She's
Metro
here.
Drones.
Yeah. We got a good crowd tonight, folks. I appreciate you being here. Now I know it's getting ready. They're probably getting ready to start right now.
Yep.
Drone Nation, formerly known as Xeno Nation, will be starting. So I think what I'm going to do, because I just had to get on tonight and read that story. I knew you guys would
That was
find it
great.
interesting. It's just embarrassing that it's Oklahoma. You would expect that from Arkansas or Missouri, up in the Ozarks, but no, this is down on the corner of. Well, actually, it's sort of the Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana area over there, right there in the southeast corner of Oklahoma. So,
That's because Oklahoma is just okay. It's not fantastic. It's not great.
I know
It's just
that's
okay.
another. You know, they had that
It
on a
has
license
its own,
plate.
it has its own song though.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And it's
Well,
got
even
its
our
own,
town has
play,
a.
too.
We were in the contest for the 5 most known city name songs, and of course, Okie from Muskogee by Merle Haggard. You know,
Yep.
the worst part was is they got a group of them together, you know, including our mayor at the time, and they all sang it. And it's like when I went and saw him, because I knew him because he owned the convenience store up here by us. I went up there and I said, Herschel, don't give up your day job. Just you're not going to make it in country music. He says, yeah, that I didn't know it was going to play all over the United States. That's embarrassing. I said, embarrassing for you. What about the rest of us in Oklahoma?
Well, now you got those 2 guys in jail that top that.
Yeah, we've got those 2 guys in jail, and but I'm sorry, I just had to play that story. But I think what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wind it down and start the timer here.
All right.
So, Ron, what you got coming up in your channel this next week or 2, or
Not a
even
whole
live?
lot. I got about another week off, and then 3 solid weeks, 3 to 4 weeks of either working here or guiding. But yeah, thank you for having me on, and shoot me a text if the short lady in your household gets pissed off, and let me know if she's like a chipmunk with rabies.
I will. I will definitely be texting you over that.
You got a shot for that, Ron?
Yeah.
Yeah. Problem is she knows where her gun's at.
Yeah, I know that's.
She keeps it in her purse. You know.
I say you're
Right
a disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at a disadvantage. So, but
thank you for having me on, Lloyd. Thank you for the invite.
I appreciate it.
Take
I
care.
appreciate you being here.
Ron,
Always,
good to see you.
anytime. So, she just laughed. She just heard that part. See, I've got this here so I can keep track of her, and I have it turned up just enough where I can hear her, and I heard her laugh on that. She thought that was entertaining. So.
A little bit of a
Jim
delay.
and Lloyd, Art, you guys take care. Have a good night.
Okay,
Good night,
you too.
Ron.
All right, you
Good to
too.
see you.
And
See you later, Ron.
all right, well, let's see. I'll put you in the green room there, and okay. And Jim, what's going on with you? This next, you're obviously doing some editing with DaVinci Resolve.
I'm just fighting with software. There's so many nuances to it. You know, the other programs are so easy with their drag and drops.
Yep.
And
Right.
Tried Filmora. They've got Filmora 10 now.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, I pay for Power Director. I bought DaVinci Resolve Studio. I got Hit Film on here. I just
use Power Director, but then I'm just doing standard vlog, so
But
I don't
you know,
have to.
Power Director is so damn easy.
It is. It's
And
so
they have
easy
all
to
those,
use.
drag
I
and
just
drop
downloaded-
transitions and all this
Yeah.
other crap.
I just downloaded a crap load of new LUTs, that they had. A whole bunch of plugins that here on, and that's why I used to do that picture. So,
And it doesn't stink. I mean, I used to use that for all my stuff, so you won't hear anything bad about it from me.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it won't turn your pavement magenta.
That was the camera's fault. I don't know why, but the UV filter on the DJI X5S camera, it has a magenta tint. And I went and looked in the forums, and that was in the forums also. There was other people complaining about that. So I didn't know that was an actual thing. I thought it was something I did, because I was asking Ron, because he's my go-to guy for photography. He's done weddings and all this other stuff.
Right.
And then the other day, Al Diaz says, "Yeah, I had that happen on the Inspire 1." I'm like, "Why the hell didn't you tell me?"
Oh, you thought it was the software that did it?
Yeah, I don't understand how a UV filter would put a magenta shift. I mean, you guys saw it before I took it down. It made the highway look red.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. that's why, you know, well, that's why I don't do drone videos. It's too much work. But I did find out because I
Sometimes
do
you got to
everything.
watch your white balance, Jim, when you put certain filters on. Yeah,
And you know,
Yeah.
with
watch white
that,
balance.
I was shooting in log and manual, so I think I had it in Sunny or whatever. I don't
Yeah,
even know if I play with that in H265 D log and manual.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Well, it's like I wasn't using my dash cam for a while because mainly because I couldn't get it to transfer onto my iPad, which is where I do everything. I couldn't. I'd plug in the dongle. I bought a new one, and it just wasn't working. So what I'd have to do is load it onto a PC and then drag it over through my Wi-Fi. That took friggin' forever. And of course, it breaks all the videos up at 3-minute increments. So you've got to find increment
holy
one.
cow!
You got to match them together. Plus, you have two videos of each. One of the camera facing you and one of the camera facing out. So it's like, oh my God, this is a nightmare and taking forever to do this. Then I remembered somebody saying something about they changed something when iOS 13. So I thought, huh. So I typed in there how to import videos off an SD card. And it says plug it in with this. I have got one of
There
those,
you
plugged
go.
it in. And it was, you don't import it into the photos anymore. You import it through files. All you got to do is open up the files, click select all, copy. They're there.
Do
Then when
you
I
have
go
to
into
use
Finder,
iTunes or no?
no, I never plug anything into iTunes. I do it. I just because the only time I'm around this PC is on Monday nights or well on the weekends when I'm doing work either on Art show or Mel's show or on Friday nights Greg's show.
Yep.
So I don't come in here to use this for anything other than for it's my broadcast studio.
Right.
And now today I
Mm-hmm.
did those two pictures because they were small and I wanted to
Right.
get rid of all the excess. But so I use my iPad. I have an iPad Pro 10
Right.
in there. It was Judy's and she wasn't using it, so I took it over because it was newer than my iPad Pro 12 and or 12.9. It was just 2 years newer. So I thought, well, okay. But I thought all this time it was my iPad was having the problem with the import, and it was that they changed the software that you import files off your SD cards now. You do that through your files folder instead of through pictures. Used to you just import all the pictures and put them there, But now,
So wait a minute now, because I have a device. You know, these underwater drones. They
right?
download onto the iPad. So what Steve had me do, I mean, I wound up downloading the whole damn Apple system onto my C drive. It was 53 gigabytes. I'm like, holy
Right?
Christ. Then he was telling me, okay, try it through iTunes. Just install iTunes. All I want to do is get the video off the iPad onto the computer to edit it.
Right. And I think you still have to. You might check if you've updated to 13 plus. I think it's up to 14.2 now.
Yeah, I
iOS.
didn't upgrade to 14. I'm still on 13.
All right. Well, if you're on 13, open up the files folder and see if you can just export them onto. You should be able to put them on your PC anyways through your Wi-Fi. Just do a copy paste and put them in through Dropbox or.
I used the cable. I
Oh
went from
yeah,
the lightning cable into the USB port, and it
right.
recognized
Yeah,
the iPad.
right. Yeah, it will. It will. Are you
I just
shitting me?
didn't know where it was
Alexa,
hiding the videos.
yeah. Alexa just went off in the bedroom. She's got a mind of her own. And
Alexa, tell us a joke.
see, it won't work because that's not the name of that one in there. I renamed it because
No.
I didn't want people doing that. And oh my God, I got to tell you this. I know we're running along, guys, but I decided,
Okay.
what the
Yeah,
hell?
go ahead. Tell us.
Anyways, last night my dog started barking, which you guys hear them
That's
all the time.
unusual.
Yeah, I know, right? My dogs never bark. Alexa responded, just dogs of the canine species. They are related to the wolf, and gives this whole diatribe about friggin' dogs.
Holy cow.
Oh, Judy's. Yes,
Is she
dear.
barking?
I told everybody, I said, hi.
Okay, they just heard you, dear.
Hey, Judy.
Hey, Jim.
And they said, all right.
We did hear her.
Yeah, it's because I have the Alexa. Right.
And I didn't know you were short.
Now we're getting feedback. Alexa, stop. There we go.
Supposedly they do as they
Alexa,
fill
tell
up.
us a joke.
Yeah,
And Lloyd, tell her I did not know that she was short.
She just laughed when she heard it. Yeah. But no, it started giving the dogs barked real loud for something, and Alexa started explaining what dogs were. I'm going, what in the hell is wrong with my my Alexa? It's like it's just doing that all the time. It just comes up and just.
Who was that guy? Randy Newman? He sang that song, Short Piece People Have No Reason to Live.
Yeah. Randy Newman, yeah, that sounds like something he'd do. Oh, by the way, Judy, if you're watching, Lost Girl Hike says in the chat, hello.
Yeah.
And
Nobody even mentioned my background.
We seen it.
I
hope
saw
get
it, and I'm
kids
just
this year.
not really looking at it. Let's make that a feature right there, there.
Bob, what did you have
Yeah.
trouble with? He's got a 64 gigabyte SD card.
Look at that
Yeah,
background. That's a nice
He's
background.
done
My
videos and
Halloween
photos.
background. Oh, by the way, which is Saturday, I'm doing a special Halloween show Saturday.
You giving out candy?
I might
Halloween.
bring back
I-
the trivia
okay.
and
I yelled at
being short.
She said she don't mind being short, Ron.
hey, I'm shorter than you, Judy. I'm only 4'6".
Uh-oh. Feedback. Goodbye, Judy.
I yelled at my Alexa the other day.
Alexa, stop. There we go.
Yeah.
Sometimes she gets that thing just gets feedback. I was getting feedback from about 3 different things. And
I have my Alexa trained to call me Your Majesty. And I yelled at her the other day, and she goes, "Excuse me, Your Majesty, but do you speak to your mother that way?" Because I cursed at her.
oh, I'm telling you, they have got they've got mine. I just ordered from Best Buy because our Best Buy is shut down. I don't
Really?
know why, but yeah, they've shut it down. And they didn't put anything on sale. They just shipped it all to Tulsa. No closeout sale. They just
It's a permanent shutdown?
yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so we have to order everything, but I got a notice that my coupons were fixing to expire Saturday, and I had enough, and they had the Echo 5 video, the Echo 5 one with the video. They had it on sale, and I had enough in coupons. I got it for free shipping.
Oh. Yeah.
So, they were fixing to expire. I wasn't going to get one, but I thought, well, these coupons are going to expire, and I can't think of anything I really need at the moment. So, because we have the Ring doorbell, Judy's always wanting to know. Her phone goes off and says, "Somebody's at the front door." No, it just said somebody passed. So now she can look at the damn thing and
know whether to pull the gun out or not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, usually it's you need to get it. She hears it and she says, "The mail's run. You need to go." It's sort of like the Addams family. I'm it with the mail or thing. I'm thing.
Thing.
Yeah, I'm thing. Yeah. But,
it was the all hairy person.
Okay, Mel. Let me put that up, Bob. Thank you. Tammy is being admitted to the hospital. God. Man, it's just not.
Well, that's good. She'll be checked
Yeah,
on.
it's probably best.
It probably is. I mean, she had a stroke.
Conversation we had yesterday.
She had a stroke, like a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks ago now.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't even checked my phone. It probably came through, but I didn't see it. Not yet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, oh yeah, there it is, right there.
Yeah. There.
Okay. Well, our prayers are there for her. Thanks, Bob, for showing that to us
Yeah.
and letting us know. Strokes aren't anything to mess around with. Judy's had 2 of them, and
Yeah.
well, 3. And the first one we didn't even know she had, except that after Christmas, and I noticed she was having some problems, and she was like that all the time, and the side of her face was drooping real bad. And I called up the doctor. I said, I think she might have had a stroke, and sure enough, she did. And
Sometimes you get what they call a TIA,
EIA, yeah,
which is what most folks refer to as a mini stroke.
mini stroke, yeah, they're a
Yeah, and that is that's your warning sign.
warning sign. Yes,
Mm.
yeah.
Big
And
one
she's
may
had
be coming.
yeah, she's had a couple TIs. Here's the thing, she's got low blood pressure.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You
your
have
whole life. You're clogged up somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have the hemorrhagic and or the what they call the anoxic stroke. So it's either oxygen deprived or a blood clot. Which is one of the two. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably the oxygen deprived one, I think, because one she's got tachycardia, so she has to take medicine for that. But she's also got her pulse is almost impossible to find. When you do find it, she's got a very light heartbeat, but her resting when she's not taking her medicine, 120 beats a minute. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's what they think probably caused the stroke is it's running fast, but it's running very shallow. And her breathing's shallow too. So I try and breathe the way she does, and it's like I'll starve, but she's just like like that. Her breathing is very shallow. It's just weird. But her whole family is, like her whole one line of her whole family is wiped out, and they all died from aortic aneurysms. 3 generations of family.
Yeah.
Actually, 4. It's gone to the 4th generation now.
Yeah.
4
That's
generations
what
of that family.
to Jack Ritter.
Yeah. Yeah.
His dad had it, and his grandfather had it.
Yeah.
They all died.
Oh, and most of them have died at a good port. I think the oldest one to die was her aunt, and she was in her 80s. She just went in there and laid down and she said she was getting sick, went and laid down, had stomach kind of pain in her stomach, went and laid down, and she was gone.
Wow.
Just that quick. And but her cousins, 2 of them died in their 50s, and then their children all died in their 20s and 30s, and their grandchildren died in 20s and 30s. So, yeah.
Cheery stuff.
Do what? Yeah, cheery stuff. Well, we can go back to talking about, the unique maker.
And you know what?
Who the
They
hell
know
would
all about dongles.
Yep. Do what?
They know all about dongles.
Yes, they do. I'm sitting there going
like, those fires stopped down your way with all the snow and precip?
You know what? I hope so. We've been below freezing for the last 24 hours, and hopefully that's helped out. I haven't heard anything on the news, but
I saw a video of Grand County up there, or in the Grand Lake area.
Yeah.
And the steam was just rolling off. The snow was coming down. Steam was just rolling off those fires. I saw some video of that. Yeah, a friend of mine sent it to me.
Yeah, there was a front that came through northern Colorado and just a little bit south of me in South Dakota. I know Rapid City got about 10 inches the other day.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. This is wrong, man. It's October. We're supposed to have like crisp weather, fall leaves.
Yeah.
We went from
it always snows right around Halloween here.
Yep.
Yeah, we went from summer to bitch slapped with winter.
Yeah.
We're just about that bad. I mean, the temperature right now, let's see if I can see what it is. 37 degrees outside right now.
We
in
were at
Oklahoma.
4 the other day.
Yeah.
I was freezing
Well,
my.
it got up to 17 today, and we're going to get down to 0 tonight.
Woohoo! Heat wave.
Yeah.
By the end of the week, we'll be in the 60s.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be in the 50s all week.
Yeah. Speaking of being on meds, Mother Nature needs to consider that. Back on her.
Yeah. Where'd all the global warming go?
Yeah.
Oh, and the Philippines just got hit with a typhoon.
Did they really?
Yeah, it's already gone through and it's on its way to Vietnam. Yep.
Wow.
You know my friend James Tan?
Yeah. Yeah, Dreams.
Down in the Philippines. Yeah, that typhoon went right over them.
Really?
And they were building that pool, so they had to stop for about a day.
Okay. Yeah, see, I hadn't seen anything, but then I took this last week off, and let me tell you guys, it was a nice week off. I just had to just chill out, and, I was so tired after Monday. Our transmission started acting up with us, and, started slipping. Yeah. They raised the speed limit on our highways to 80 miles an hour. And
they might as well do that here. Everybody's doing 80 anyway.
Well, yeah, I think that's what they did. I think they've collected all the money they can off of tickets now. So now they just said, "What the hell with it? Let's see if we can hit them at 85." So they raised it. That me?
No, that's me. I gotta jump out.
All right. Okay. Well,
thanks for having me.
Good to see you.
All right. Glad to have you.
Bye-bye.
See you, Jim.
We'll see you, Jim. Well, with that, I think I actually will start shutting down.
Okay.
And get the timer going, because I know we've gone way over, but it was a fun show, guys.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. Lloyd, thanks so much for having me.
Oh, by the way, I broke 4K on the watch hours.
Did you?
Yep.
So you can be monetized now.
Yep. I went and clicked all the stuff, and now I guess I have to wait. Or do I have to wait for a certain time period before they...
No, they'll go through and some people have got it within 2 or 3 days. Some people it's taken 3 or 4 weeks. Some people it's taken a couple of months.
Oh.
Greg, it took him forever to get his, and then I think Mel got his in like a week. So, I think it's whatever damn time schedule they feel like doing it, And with COVID,
I looked today and I go, it's over 4K now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
Congratulations, Larry.
Congrats, absolutely.
Oh, and then Saturday's show, I should be well over 4K. I should be close to 4.1K if I'm lucky.
Excellent. I'm still trying to get to 750. I'm bleeding people. I don't know why, but
same here. I've been bouncing around 1440 forever. Oh, and did you see? I gained 5 people from yesterday's show.
Really?
Yeah, I'm up to 165 on.
On Art's Place.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we had some new people in yesterday. That was good. So
I think the name change is helping out.
The name change.
Yeah, where it's Art's Place Conservative Talk now.
Oh, it shows how much I pay attention. I'm a co-host of the show, and I didn't even notice you need to change the name.
I told you about that.
I think you did, but I've slept since then. I'm old. I forgot what the hell I had for supper yesterday, or if I even had supper. Sometimes I forget supper.
You're only 4
I remember what I had for
older
supper
than
yesterday.
It sucks when you get old. Hey, I guarantee you, each year gets worse. Just think of that, Art. Each year you're going to get worse. 4 or 5 years from now, you won't remember any of this.
I noticed the cold really affects me because Friday at work I moving around today. I'm moving around like an old lady. You
Oh,
know?
man.
Yeah.
Just
Guess
put that
it's-
up. Ron, you froze up.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, I just put up. Mel said the CT showed a Blaine breed.
Yep.
Oh,
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I again, not to air his laundry, but we had a talk yesterday, and he had explained to me what she was experiencing.
right.
Um,
Thanks,
I
Bob, for
said,
putting that up.
Mel, I said, it could be nothing, but I said, man, keep a damn close eye on her,
Yeah,
and I questioned what type of hospital because I don't know his area. I said,
yeah,
keep a close eye on what type of hospital she's in. Because
right.
in a lot of the smaller hospitals, we see a lot of misdiagnosis. But he assured me, he's like, no, we're in a big place. You know, and I told him, don't play around. I'm thankful
Yeah,
that he listened to my advice. And yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, prayers out to her, man.
Yep.
absolutely. Don't
Yeah.
forget we have the GoFundMe thing that Bob
Mm-hmm.
Casey has been putting in there. I was actually going to get with him tomorrow on transferring that over. So it's appreciated. I know he appreciates it. I talked to Tammy last night after the show, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
she was, I just, something about before my show, Rick. Yeah. Anyways, I talked to him last night or talked to her, and she was so appreciative of everything and everybody. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start the
Okay.
timer, and I thank you guys for being here, and
Always
I
a
will.
pleasure, Lloyd.
It was fun. It was fun,
Yeah.
and we'll do this again next week. And
Yeah.
I promise not to have any gross news. No, I'm not going to promise that. Hell, if I get more gross news, I'm probably going to
Well,
put it up there too.
it'll be
Yeah.
the night before the election,
Yeah.
Yeah, it will, won't it? Yeah,
November
we might even
2nd.
talk about. We might talk about politics. You think?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We got
Yeah.
a new
Well, I mean,
Supreme
I'm
Court
running for
justice.
president, so
Yeah.
you guys are going to be at my campaign headquarters next week.
The Grumpy's Bar and Grill.
Grumpy's
don't
Bar and
forget
Grill.
Jimmy
That's a
Canyon
good place to
Burger.
meet up. We'll just
You remember the video? Yeah.
yeah. And I was sitting there thinking, you sent me a picture of that. I may put that up as the full
Yeah.
background for
There
next
you
week.
go.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's in the,
we'll meet up
remember
here next.
the campaign video I did for you. Remember that's in the
Yes,
background.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
There you go.
And that's what we'll use. But you also sent me a picture of that if I can
Yep.
find it.
Mhm.
So
If you need
if
it, let
not-
me know.
Yeah, I will. I'll text you say, hey, would you send me that picture? Because I'm going to use it instead of the Area 51 map. I'll go ahead and put up Grumpy's Bar and Grill for next
There you
week.
go.
It will be campaign election headquarters for the Grumpy Bloggers. So just remember, folks, I appreciate everybody being here. Ron, Art, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Jim
Take
and
care.
Steve
Bye.
both.
Ron.
So I'm going to go ahead and put this up here. I'm going to put you guys in the green room, or you can leave if you wish to. And guys, I'm going to start the end timer. Thanks everybody for being here. It was a fun show. I enjoyed it. And our prayers go out to Mel and Tammy, especially Tammy. So I will talk to everyone next week, or you'll see me on my vlogs. All right. Hey, folks. Thanks, everyone, for watching tonight. Thanks to Ron Lockwood, Jim Boyd, Art Carlson, and Steve Carpenter for being my guest tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know you could have been somewhere else and probably would have preferred to after the news story, but I thank you anyways for hanging in there and watching. So remember what I say. Be nice, treat each other better than you could treat yourselves. All lives matters, including the unborn. And God bless the USA. I'm the Grumpy Vlogger. Bye-bye for now.